Liam Norman healing update. Today is, without checking on my screen, because I can't, because the tablet is so slow. Today is Wednesday, the 16th of July, and I've successfully completed my first day at Hull College of my preparation week for access to higher education course Art Pathway. I'll show you my badge. I've killed Dr. Eng with a message to the mental health services. Blasted him. Hope you're alright, Dr. Eng. Sending love. Obviously I haven't actually killed him. Well, I hope I haven't. I've got a new phone. I need to take my old one back to the fucking dodgy phone guy on Newland Avenue. So hopefully he'll give me a refund. Just applied for another advance. Here's my CEX bag. I'm on TLC, table chairs and ladders, TCL, and it's a nice phone. And my badge, my lanyard, Hull College, Liam Norman. But hopefully you could see it. I don't know. I hope that was clearer. It needs to, oh, there it is. Look, it needs to be in the light. So obviously it was quite overwhelming. Mr. Bean. Obviously it's quite overwhelming going to Hull College for the day as a soon to be fully fledged student in September, because I've been fighting against the satanic murderous paedophile network who sold me into child sex slavery and made me take part in satanic rituals which involved the sacrificing of children. And I survived the most unimaginable childhood and family a person could ever fathom. I used to play the game Fathom on Sky with a little rocket, and the abuse was that bad from the network that they think about all the things you like and they include it in regular sentences just so you know that they own you. For example, being a slave, working in my uncle's carpet shop, First Choice Carpets and Vinyls, formerly Beds, Hessel Road, Hull. Just can't fathom it, can you, Liam? Just can't fathom it. And then they give you that knowing look. Special needs tortured boy, no escape. Kill yourself, we'll kill you, or we'll convert you into a paedophile. You are nothing, your life is over, you know? So it was difficult to go there today, having experienced all my trauma, including being forced to rape my girlfriend in my 20s, or the system was going to kill my little brother, and all the other mind control, and how they dragged my brain over the coals, and how many sort of near misses I've had in life to keep myself on the side of the light. Because I've made lots of mistakes, I've hurt a lot of people. But as I said to some of my fellow students today, I somehow managed to climb out of the hole, you know, not continue to perpetrate my pain on others and fall into that like trap of an irredeemable perpetrator. So I feel fortunate. I don't want this to be too much about trauma. So I'm stepping from the old into the new, but obviously the old is a huge part of who I am. And with respect to perpetration, it's obviously an ugly word, and my former therapist gave me an information sheet on what a perpetrator is, and I gave a sigh of pain and like acknowledgement that I have survived some of those dangerous opportunists. And I just hope that I was never a perpetrator in my life. But then, if I go into the darkest shade of my past, some of my behaviours perhaps could or would qualify as perpetration, even though I don't want to hurt people, you know, I don't want to harm people, I never have done. So there's lots of shades of black and white and grey within healing. I feel fortunate to have been accepted by Hull College and to have planted all of these beautiful seeds from this place of hell to be creating a brighter future. Lots of the members of the Hull College team were helpful and supportive. I've gained access to the system. I have my logon details. I've connected with some of my fellow students. There has been some triggers, and I've sort of made a note of some of my triggers just to help me manage my neurosis. And I just keep counselling myself because nobody can take anything from me unless I allow them to. I know who I am as much as a person who's experienced what I have experienced can know who they are. And if people are perhaps threatened by me occasionally, or don't understand who I am, or disbelieve that I have a kind heart, because sometimes I have a very rough and jagged exterior, and I could, when I'm in certain moods or frames of mind, which I don't know, I try not to use the term frame of mind so much. I think that was something my mum used quite a lot, and it's not the nicest of terms. But I think sometimes I am very intense because I carry such a strong spirit, and I look quite different. My eye is damaged. I think sometimes people can hear me breathing differently because I think it's mostly because of the damage to my testicle, and I have CPTSD. I'm still waiting to understand where I fit in the neurodiversity spectrum. So I come with a lot of, I suppose I come with a lot of baggage. And forgive me for going on and on and on and on. But it's an interesting thing in spirituality because you can sort of choose to let go of your baggage, let go of your past and be free. So if I'm saying to you, watching this video, God willing this video is released and part of my series of videos, if I'm saying to you I come with a lot of baggage, intrusive thoughts, not far away, then I'm making that my reality. So I could have chosen not to have spoken about any of my trauma, not to have mentioned the word baggage, and I've spoken about all the positive aspects of my day-to-day at Hull College. But authenticity is important to me, and my baggage is important to me, and I've shrunk a lot of my baggage and I've understood it more, and I've squeezed a lot of the black juice out of it to turn it into a valuable rock which I can share with others. I don't want to take too much from my experience today in terms of, which could also have been a mind control phrase from the network, but I don't want to share the names of my colleagues, my sort of tutors, or some of my former students, or really give any specific details about the support I'm being provided and have access to. I just want to document that I got out of bed this morning like a zombie, without the antipsychotic drugs, and I got myself to Hull College on time and successfully completed my first day, and I have some assignments, so I'll probably write my answers and type them after. I need to gain access to there's a program. Obviously I'm no tech genius, but we use, perhaps it's called a piece of software or an application, but it's called Canvas. So I'll have to learn how to use Canvas. And we did a forum discussion today, which I'm happy to share. So I introduced myself on the forum as a child trafficking survivor and satanic ritual abuse survivor. I mentioned a little bit about my spiritual healing and Buddhism and Star Wars, including the Star Wars inner child healing, and that I'm on that access to art pathway, which I forgot to write, so I edited that afterwards. And some of my fellow students responded, perhaps two, maybe more, because I need to go back on the system and check. So I responded to some of the comments, and I commented on some other students' hellos or introductions, because there's lots of different people doing different courses, such as law and health and social sciences. I was discussing criminology with a fellow student, and psychology. It's a new opportunity for me to connect with other people, learn some new skills, enter a new grid in the physical from the spiritual healing work I've been doing. And the planting the seeds is now manifest in the physical. So I can sit on Queen's Gardens and walk down Whiteford Gate on my lunch, having a different feeling. The city has me. Hull College has me. They're giving me back the support. I can't say I'm giving them support, but so I'll have to rephrase that. They're giving me the support I need, I suppose, in response to the quality of my engagements with them, and enthusiasm and willingness to learn. And there's just so much. I've been on such a remarkable geographical life journey in this 3D reality, and then such a deep spiritual ripping out of my soul and not dying. And then I'm in the waiting room this morning, I think in the Phoenix building, and I can see the car park across the road, which is not far from... I can't remember what that nightclub was called. It wasn't Position, was it? But there's a multi-storey car park opposite Hull College at the furthest... What the fuck was the name of the nightclub? Where they used, I think they used to do foam nights. Could have been Position. You got Hull College, Phoenix building. You've got the multi-storey car park opposite. You've got Trinity School close by. And that car park was one of the locations where my uncle used to take me to abuse me. One of many car parks in my back catalogue of soul-murdering repressed memories. And now here I am at 36 years old, sitting with my fellow students in Hull College, having fought for my life and recently been threatened by the satanic murderous paedophile network. And I'm looking out the window and I can see the multi-storey car park where my uncle used to take me to abuse me. So it's just such a powerful journey I've been on, and such a powerful journey I continue to live. I'm assuming I'll connect with tutors and students who I want to connect with, and I won't connect with tutors and students I don't want to connect with, and I'll let the energy flow as it flows, you know. Some doors will close, some doors will open. The best thing I can do is just continue to support myself and be authentic. I felt the healing energy today. I had a nice conversation, which I would consider a healing conversation, with a fellow student before I left at the end of the day, and I had my picture taken before I went home. So there are other people in this preparation course who understand what trauma is, and it's a new world for me to navigate. It's a new start in my life. I hope to have new accommodation soon, because I don't want to continue living in my flat next to my noisy neighbour, or neighbours if her partner's back. I want to live in peaceful accommodation where I can breathe and sometimes be at home during the day. The puffin. You can go your own way, go your own way. can go your own way. Go your own way. Hello. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening. Liam Norman, University of Hull, over and out.